Operation Dudula has received a bloody nose in court. The group's conduct has been declared unlawful. The High Court in Johannesburg has also interdicted Dudula from blocking clinics and schools. The case was brought by the Socio-Economic Rights Institute of South Africa on behalf of various groups. And so we also are watching this story with Naomi Kobe, of course, following the attempted hit on Brown Mogotsi. And standing by with a witness that she believes was able to see exactly what it is that happened. But let's check in with Nabila Sheikh. The ruling coming out, Nabila, Seri versus the Operation Dudula, and a scathing ruling for Dudula this morning.
That's right, Naledi. So it was multiple, civil society organizations that brought this application. It was the South African Human Rights Commission. There's multiple organizations that are calling this a huge victory and a landmark judgment here today, because Operation Dudula has now been interdicted and the court has declared their activities as unlawful. But very quickly, I want to bring in Seri's head of litigation, Nkosinathi Sithole, just to discuss this judgment with us. And firstly, some of the people behind you are from the organizations that you have been representing. How do you feel about this judgment?
We are very excited. This is an exciting moment, not only for our clients whom you see here, but also for the South African Constitution. It is very important that it has come to this, considering what we've been seeing, which are dastardly criminal conduct by Operation Dudula of blocking people from facilities, including healthcare facilities, education, demanding identity documents of people in public. All of that has been declared unlawful and have been interdicted from doing so. The court did not only talk about Operation Dudula, but also the state as well, which includes the Minister of Police, the Minister of Home Affairs, to say that they too need to make sure that they are not complacent in this act of Operation Dudula. When Operation Dudula does this conduct, they have to arrest them, because the court has declared that these are criminal conduct and they've interdicted them from doing so. So, also, the state cannot simply enter people's homes and start doing raids, as we have seen in the past couple of weeks the state doing. They need to have a search warrant. They need to have arrest warrants. In public, they need to have a clear, reasonable suspicion that someone is an undocumented foreign national before they can ask for such identity document.
Thank you so much. That was Nkosinathi Sithole. We also have Operation Dudula, who are here in court as well. Operation Dudula members, how are you feeling about this judgment today? Your actions have been declared unlawful here in court, and you've been interdicted from blocking people, from blocking foreign nationals from accessing clinics, accessing schools. How do you feel as an organization about this?
Look, what we feel right now is that we are not going to change our stance. In fact, we are going to proceed and do what we need to be done on the streets. The interdict basically, contradicts yesterday's another court judgment, which was here at the High Court. In regards to the whole thing, it's a circus, because, you get these NGOs who have been paid, you get these NGOs who are pushing international agendas in South Africa. And it's unfortunate. Hopefully, I hope my executive, National Operation Dudula, can appeal this and we'll take it forward. And you must remember, Guti, in this case, when it started 4 months back, we were never informed. We were never informed on time. Even yesterday when we came here, no one instructed us. So we were never ready for this case. But then what I can tell you is that we are not going to change. We are going to proceed with this.
So you say you're not going to change, but this is now an order of the court. It would be unlawful. It's been declared unlawful.
A court interdict is something which can be appealed. And that's what we are going to be appealed. Obviously, when we appeal it, it tracks it out of the court. That interdict will have to be suspended up until our appeal is heard. So let's see.
Thank you so much. So yes, you've heard from both sides outside the Johannesburg High Court. We've had the organizations that actually brought this application, as well as Operation Dudula, saying that, this court judgment is not going to deter them. They plan on appealing it and are still going to be conducting their activities, which has now been declared as unlawful, and they've been interdicted from doing so.
Yeah. Nabila Sheikh there in Johannesburg getting us reactions to that ruling. We take you to
South Africans. Angazi ngempela ukuthi yini enye umuntu ekumele ayisho o ayenze ukuze nivuke nibone isimo esikusona njengamanje. Nisuke la enhleli khona phansi nivuke nilwele izwe lenu, nilele ikusasa lezingane zenu. Ngoba ngifuna ukunipendela isithombe sokuthi njengoba nihleli nje nina nilibe lokudansa nilibe lokugroova, ngeke nize nibabone labantu bokufika bebhizi bephuza, bebhizi bedla ama drugs. Kunalokho ama drugs bazowadayisela nina, badayisela ingane zethu. Kunalokho ngeke bebe busy bona ngama weekend amakhulu. Ngithi yabona izitolo zabo ukuthi ihlale zivuliwe ngaso sonke isikhathi, badayisela nini. Umnotho obalo umnotho wenu, kodwa uyapi imali zakhona ziya kwamanye amazwe. Angisazi ukuthi yini le ezovusa abantu base South Africa ukuthi babone ukuthi mebecabanga, when you look around you, yonke into ithathwa abantu bokufika. Ikole gcwele ba ingane zabantu bokufika. Ezenu unyakhala azinasi space, kodwa ezabo ziya prioritize ukuthiwa kufanele ithole ispace. Emakliniki ebhedlela inini eninganayo medication iyahamba kodwa iyawela emngcele, nihlale niyibona beyithola la ngaphandle. Nihlale kodwa nithule ningasho lutho. Nihlale futhi nithule ningasho lutho, nibone imisebenzi la ekudayisa khona, la ekudayisa emgwaqeni sekudayisa abantu bokufika, abathungayo oba abantu bokufika. Itola ama-tuck shops ethathwe over ba abantu bokufika. Even in the formal sector khona othisha bawuma-TVETs bayakhala bathi abanazo iplace ethathwe ba abantu bokufika. Ama-lecturer ekoleni abantu bokufika. Ey'ngadini, emakhishini, yonke indawo kusebenza oba abantu bokufika. Yonke indawo abantu abathungayo oba abantu bokufika. Abadayisa amatafuleni abantu bokufika. Yonke into yala eSouth Africa iya kubantu bokufika. Kanti yini bantu base South Africa le nifuna ukuyibona ize yenzeka ukuze nikwazi ukuthi nivuke emaqandeni nibone ukuthi izwe lenu liyahamba phambi kwenu? Yini le nifuna ukuyibona nize niyenzeka ukuze nibone ukuthi labantu nini lokhu nibazalela eningilene, nebanye lokhu nibafukamela, abanye lokhu nibalwela, nibaqashisa, nibarentisa indawo, abazile ngokuhle lana bazothatha over. Uzothi ingane yakhe sidinga umsebenzi sokungasekho isikhala sayo ngoba sizobe sesithatha umuntu ukufika. Even informal sector othisha bayakhala, informal sector kuyakhala, wonke umuntu uyakhala abantu bokufika, kodwa nenzani nihleli aninzi lutho. Kufanele kuze kwenzekeni bantu base South Africa ukuze nivuke emaqandeni nibone ukuthi abantu bokufika abazile la ukuzohlala bakhe nani bazothatha over, bayan replace. Nina nizolibe lokudansa, nibe lokuphuza, nibe lama drugs, bona bayakha. Bona baletha imndeni yabo la. Bona bathatha over umsebenzi, mebekhipha omunye ufaka omunye wakubo wokufika. Nifuna kuze kwenzekeni kanti? Ngampela ufuna kuze ukuthi kwenze kuwena qobo lakho ukuze ubone ukuthi nawe uyalimala. Ziningi izinto engazikhomba ezonakala ngenxa yalabantu bokufika esingabazi ukuthi uboba bese befikile la bafika home affairs fanele baphuthunyisela ama documents. Njengamanje uhulumeni uthi ingane zakhona fanele ifunde, kodwa wena yakhe ingane fanele iphathe ama documents, fanele iphathe ama paper, fanele iphathe i proof of address, ID, what. Kodwa ezabo kuthiwa fanele ingene esikoleni mase ziya documenta seziphakathi. Yini le? Ubani okufanele angafundi? Iziphi ingane engafanele ngafundi? Ezethu ezabo ifundi ngoba banamalungelo, banede bangene la in the country illegally bese kuthiwa banamalungelo. Kanti nivuka nini na South Africa nibuke ukuthi izwe lenu liyahamba phambi kwenu, abazile labantu ukuthi bazoba bangani benu, bazothatha over. bafuna ukuthi mhla kufika isikhathi sokuthi ingane yakho nawe ifuna umsebenzi ingawutholi ema-factory ibona yonke indawo ema-restaurant ibona yini kanti South Africa nina nizosala nayo yini enizothi niyenzela iy'ngane zenu niyakhumbula ukuthi kwakhona isikhathi la kwakuthiwa iy'ngane ziyahamba ziyohlangana e-workshop kunjani asisakwazi ukuphila thina leyo mpilo njengamanje yonke into siyasaba ukuhamba kuney'ndawo kungafanele siyihambe ngoba kugcwele bona kuney'ndawo ezaziwayo ukuthi ezabo nje ama-drugs ayadlisa la kulokhu ngigxishwa ama-drugs amadoda akhona e-South Africa agxishwa ama-drugs utshwala ama-drugs ukuze kuthi mase kufanele nisukume nilwelizwe anisakwazi ukulwa ngoba ni-high futhi nidakiwe anike nisukume nibone ukuthi izwe lethu liyahamba abantu bakithi izwe lethu liyahamba nkosi yami niyothini ey'nganeni zenu niyothini ey'nganeni zenu nishiye izwe linje niyothini ey'nganeni zenu usushonileke wena namhlanje ingane yakho uyishiye ezweni elinje uyothini kuyona ungasakwazi ukuyisiza sifuna umsebenzi sengasekho ispace ekuthiwa kuyazi ukuthi la kuqashwa abantu baseCongo kuphela la kuqashwa abantu baseNigeria kuphela la kuqashwa abantu baseZimbabwe baseMalawi bakephi abantu base-South Africa begcine kuyibona abangaqasheki ngoba phela ningakhohlwa ukuthi laba bayethanda i-cheap labor labo vele bazonika imali encane laba abafuna imali encane nijabuleke nina nithi hayi this and that abantu bakithi labantu abazile ngokuhle sukumani namanje kusasho sukumani nilwe thina-ke siserious ngokulwa mhla 7 November ngicela sihlangane laphaya e-City Hall eThekwini ngicela nidlulise umyalezo kuwo wonke umuntu mhla 7 November City Hall so ikhomba lapha ePoint akukho indawo ekuzothiwa thina la ama-South Africans akufanele singayihambi ngoba nakugcwele abantu bokufika ngobani abantu bokufika isikhathi sabo masiphele manje iy'nkantolo siyabona nazo ziyabafavorisha zizama ukwenza ama-rulings ngegama labo maningavuki manje ngeke niphinde nivuke i-apartheid abantu balwa belwela lelizwe asikali enjoy ngisho nokuli-enjoy izwe lethu sekuqhamuka abantu angaphandle sekuthiwa thina kufanele sishere yonke into nabo abayingane emakubo bayalwela izwe labo njengoba kunenkinga engaka-ke Afrika wonke amazwe ase-Afrika nenkinga ngishela ukuthi wonke umuntu ese-Afrika kufanele abuye azophelela la engabalungisa amazwe abo hayi ngisanukuganga le nto yenu kulokhu kuthiwa nje inzondo xenophobia umbheko lowo abantu bayolungisa amazwe abo nathi silungisa izwe lethu 7 November ePoint ngeke manje isikhathi sokuthi abahambe.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. The Gauteng High Court in Johannesburg issued an interdict against Operation Dudula today, basically prohibiting our movement and its members from taking actions to protect our communities from the unchecked influx of illegal foreigners. The ruling bars us from demanding identity documents, a role that the court insists belongs only to the state, interfering with access to public healthcare or schools, or engaging in what they label as harassment or intimidation of foreign nationals. Judge Leicester Adams emphasized that human dignity applies to everyone in South Africa, regardless of nationality, and deemed our conduct unlawful and xenophobic. Let me be clear. This ruling is a devastating blow to the sovereignty of our nation and the well-being of our people. From a Put South Africa First standpoint, we must analyze this situation honestly and firmly. Operation Dudula was born out of a necessity, a grassroots response to a crisis that our government has willfully ignored for way too long. Illegal foreigners cross our borders without documentation, engage in criminal activities, and strain our already scarce resources. Hospitals are overwhelmed, schools are overcrowded, and jobs are scarce for South Africans who have every right to prioritize their own survival. How is this even a thing? The citizens of this country are forced to share these limited resources with those who are here illegally. These are not mere migrants seeking a better life. Many of them are straight-up criminals exploiting our porous borders, contributing to crime waves, drug trafficking, and economic sabotage that hits our communities hardest. Our government is full of it. ineffective, unresponsive, and complicit in this chaos. They fail to enforce immigration laws, secure our borders, or deport those who have no legal right to be here. Instead of addressing the root causes like corruption in home affairs or inadequate border patrols, they hide behind platitudes about human rights while South Africans suffer unemployment, poverty, and violence. When we, the people, step up through peaceful community actions to demand accountability and protect our neighborhoods, the courts target us. This interdict isn't justice, it's a shield for government failure, prioritizing the rights of illegal foreigners over the dignity and security of our citizens. But let's dissect this further. The court's reasoning that only the states can demand documents or enforce access ignores the reality on the ground. If the state won't act, then who will? We've seen clinics blocked not by Operation Dudula alone, but by entire communities fed up with the system. This ruling declares such actions xenophobic, but that's a mischaracterization. We're not against legal immigrants who contribute positively. We're against illegality, crime, and the erosion of our nation's fabric. Do we support human dignity? Absolutely, but it starts with dignifying South Africans by ensuring our laws are respected and our resources are not plundered. We are constantly having to fight this issue, and it's so saddening. Nobody wants to go to prison for defending their country, but at this point, we have no choice. Illegal foreigners are unacceptable. They undermine our economy, overburden our services, and threaten our safety. Our people must stand up and fight this nonsense through every legal avenue available. Operation Dudula will appeal this decision, and I encourage all South Africans to unite now or risk losing this country forever. Voters must hold politicians accountable, communities must continue advocating peacefully, and we must push for real immigration reform. We will not back down. Put South Africa first, always. Our fight is just, our cause is righteous, and together we will prevail. Watch the video on your left to see illegal foreigners forcing the city of Johannesburg to stop Operation Dudula. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Until next time.